Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the podcast. We're still talking about consultations and getting those clients to sign contracts with you. If you know me, you know I like to batch things. And so every Wednesday morning, I batch record a podcast for the following month. Well, not every Wednesday, but once a month on a Wednesday, I batch record podcast episodes. And even though my episodes are not that long, I'm so tired of talking. So I may need to spread this out a little bit and go to maybe recording one episode every week instead of 4 episodes on one day of the month. Anyway. All that to say, I apologize if I stumble over my words or I have to blow my nose or I just sound like I've been talking all morning because I have. And am I the only one whose nose runs when I talk a lot? Is that weird? It seems weird. But yes, my nose runs when I talk a lot. So I might sound a little more stuffy now that I've recorded 4 podcast episodes for the day. I'm also recording on a new microphone and using a new software. So I am keeping my fingers crossed that all the audio is actually saving and that it works the way that I need it to work. So if you're hearing this, then it did, and that's great. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about balancing free offerings and determining how much to give away to clients before they sign their contract. The reason that we do give away things, and in my case as a wedding planner, it's a free consultation. Some other things that I have seen from stationery designers, I have seen free thank you cards given. From florists, I have seen like a free toss bouquet or like a free enhancements like greenery for your welcome sign or your seating chart. I have seen, what else? DJs give away a free ceremony audio, maybe bands throwing in an extra instrument for them. Like I've seen lots of things given away. Before a wedding planner who provides a service, not necessarily a product or something that you can experience visually or audibly, and we have no product, right? It's typically a consultation. We're going to give away our time. And for me, it's a 30-minute consultation. It's a conversation. It's a chance for them to see how we work together, our personalities jive together. And it's a chance for them to get any questions answered that they have. And a chance for me to figure out how we would work best and what services I have that would work best for them. So the free things that you give away should be building trust. It should be giving them some value. And it should also let them kind of get to know you a little bit. I feel like that's a little easier with the wedding planner rather than other vendors because we do build such a close relationship. And I think it's easier to establish that in the beginning for a planner versus like a photographer, for example. They're going to have a lot of questions about your style and things like that, but you don't necessarily get to know them before the wedding like I do. Anyway, I'm rambling now, so let's get back to my outline. So letting them get to know you a little bit. You should have boundaries. Okay, I've never came across a question I wasn't willing to answer in some form before someone has signed a contract. But let's say somebody asked me for a budget spreadsheet. I might have to say, I have designed one. It's a custom spreadsheet that I designed for my clients, and that is reserved for my clients. So something like that. You have to know where your boundaries are and enforce them. Don't let people break your boundaries. You can manage expectations by clearly defining what you'll be discussing during your consultation. I do that in my confirmation email when they've scheduled an appointment. It says, here are the things I expect you to be able to talk to me about, and here are the things that we're going to talk about, and then you'll have time to ask questions. I don't leave it open-ended, and I clearly don't let them take control of the conversation. If I feel like this is somebody who comes in and tries to railroad my agenda for the meeting, that's not somebody I want to work with anyway, and I will probably steer them in another direction. Don't be afraid to go above and beyond for things that they ask for. So, for example, I've had people ask for help planning their rehearsal dinner, which technically is not a part of a full planning package for me. It would be an add-on, but because usually it doesn't take too many hours to do that, right? I don't mind throwing it in. I don't. And I will put it on the contract as a quick signing bonus. So if they sign this contract within the first 7 days, they get that bonus. They get free rehearsal dinner planning. And it's just a quick signing bonus just to incentivize them to sign quickly, and let's get on with the process. I might not offer something like that for a coordination package. That's typically something I would only offer for a planning package. So maybe if they were on the fence about coordination versus partial planning, maybe say, if you go with the planning package, I will throw in rehearsal dinner planning or whatever it is. And I will typically make it something either they have directly asked for or something I can tell that they want throughout the conversation. So I recently listened to a training by, I think her name was Candace Coppola, about Gen Z and how they have entered the chat. They have entered the wedding planning space. The oldest Gen Zs are about 23, 24 right now. And they're starting to get engaged. So that generation typically doesn't like gatekeeping. So what I mean by that is, excuse me, if they ask a question and they feel like I am not answering that question or I'm like keeping secrets from them, they don't appreciate that. And they're likely to not work with me because of that. So it's extremely important going forward to be flexible. And of course, don't give away the whole house. But it's extremely important to be honest and open about answering questions and getting them the information that they need to make a decision. Also, when thinking about what to give away, you want to know your goals with each type of the free content that you offer. So what is your goal by giving them 30 minutes of your time? I've said over and over and over again, a goal of a consultation is to get to know the client's personality, understand their needs, and lead them to becoming a client. Demonstrating your expertise and providing insights is a way to do that. And then it's also important, though, to limit your time investment here, because I swear some clients will ask questions for 2 hours if you let them. If you have that kind of time, great, go for it. I do not. So some ways that I limit that time investment is having virtual meetings and not in-person meetings. I talked in the first episode in April on consultations about an in-person consultation for me sometimes took up to 3 hours of my day, where an online consultation might take 30 to 45 minutes. And that's a huge time savings. If you're providing educational content, let's say a consultation really doesn't make sense for your business, for your niche in the wedding industry, and you want to provide them maybe like a free download or something like that, educating the client on the realities of whatever your niche is and what it's like to work with you is going to be paramount in conveying, trying to get them from being a lead to a client. You also want to train them for how you like to work. So if you're not directly meeting with them face to face in a consultation, somehow you're going to have to convey what it's like to work with you, what the process is like, and make it enticing enough for them to want to sign the contract without having met you in person. So let's say you are a rental company or maybe like a dessert provider, and just meeting for a face-to-face consultation really doesn't make sense. You can still do that by offering something free, like maybe it's a quiz on what is the right wedding dessert for you. And it leads them to, an answer through like a what's that website? Oh my gosh, I can't think of it. The quizzes I'm talking about. It leads them to a website that tells them what kind of desserts that you offer that they should get for their wedding. And then the follow-up is, how they can get you on board for their wedding. Something like that. What should be, so we've talked about what is free, things you can give away for free, how you decide what you give away for free. Now, for the things that are reserved for paying clients, any products or access to services, like a full access to worksheets, tools, guides, vendor lists, etc., that should never be given away for free. That should be kept for your clients and disseminated through the planning process at the appropriate times. Number one, if you give away all this stuff in the beginning, they're going to be overwhelmed, and nobody ever makes a decision when they're overwhelmed. And two, it's just not fair to your paying clients that are paying for these things as part of your process that you're giving them away for free, just like the whole cart and horse and everything. Research and your time, I give away the 30-minute consultation. Anything above and beyond that is reserved for my clients. Research takes a long time. So if a potential client says, I really would like a list of 3 to 5 venues that sound right for me from our consultation. Well, first of all, you don't have all the information to make an educated list of venues that they might like, okay? And researching that is going to take hours. That should be reserved for your paid clients. Your time is your most valuable resource, and you need to save it for the clients who are paying you. Ongoing support or consultations should be reserved for paying clients also. Same thing. Your time, your effort should be for your paying clients. If leads keep coming back to you with more and more and more and more and more questions, at some point you're going to have to say, you have all the information that you need at this point to decide if you want to work with me. And if you still can't make a decision, that's possibly the universe telling you that I'm not the right decision. I'm not the right vendor for you. Ongoing support and consultations should be either for your paying clients built into their package, or you can offer paid consultations. So if somebody is not ready to sign the contract for a full package with you, but they have additional questions or advice that they want, you can offer another hour meeting or 30-minute meeting and say, my rate is $100 an hour. My rate is $50 an hour, whatever it is. But they're going to have to pay for ongoing support. Vendor outreach or recommendations. Now, I might throw out, like if somebody mentions wanting cotton candy at their wedding, I might throw out like Spun Sugar Detroit is great. But if they want my full list of vendors that I recommend, or if they want me to reach out to vendors on their behalf, no, that is only reserved for paying clients, or you can pay me at my going hourly rate for that. And I will tell them that and what the hourly rate is. So somebody who might ask for something that is reserved for paying clients, so they're trying to push your boundary, whether they know it's a boundary or not, a good way to tell them that no, you're not going to be giving them that for free, is acknowledge, say, I do have a resource for that, but it is reserved for my paying clients only. Simple. Full statement, answers their question, sets your boundary, and if they continue to push on it, then I'm going to hazard to say they're not the client for you anyway, and they're going to continue to push your boundaries. And if they sign that contract, they're going to contact you outside of your office hours. They're going to text you when you don't want to be texted. They're going to expect services that are not in their scope of their package that they purchased. They're going to expect you to be there from beginning to end on the wedding day when you've clearly stated that you're there from setup through the ceremony or whatever it is. They're going to continue to push those boundaries, and they're waving that red flag, and you need to see the red flag and say, they're not my client. I guarantee you it will save you lots of headaches in the long run. Okay, this is the last episode that I have a topic planned out for consultations. Next week, I would love to have a Q&A episode for you. So please, please, please go to the link in the show notes and submit whatever questions you have about consultations. There are other topics listed there as well you can choose to leave questions for, and I will answer them when we get to that topic. So that's it for this episode. I will see you again next Wednesday. Communications and project deadlines. Fear not, because I can help. Join my 3-day email challenge designed specifically for wedding pros to stay on top of their client communication. In this challenge, I'll show you how to conquer your email inbox once and for all. I'll teach you the STAR processing system, a simple yet powerful method for managing your emails efficiently. Plus, I'll walk you through setting up a labeling system to organize your emails by project or client, and I'll share strategies for establishing daily email routines that keep you focused and productive. Imagine starting each day with a clear, clutter-free inbox and ending it feeling accomplished and in control. With the Mastering Your Email Inbox 3-Day Challenge, you'll learn how to achieve the elusive Inbox Zero every single day and reclaim your time for the things that truly matter. So, are you ready to take your first step toward email freedom? Sign up for the challenge today by visiting kristagraham.com/challenge. You'll receive daily emails packed with tips, strategies, and actionable steps to transform your inbox and supercharge your productivity. Don't let your email inbox hold you back from reaching your full potential in the wedding industry. Join the challenge and take control of your inbox and your business starting today.